How are you? Fine. Okay. So now I am showing some picture. ଏବେ କୁହ ଏ ଛବି ସବୁ କାହାର? What is this picture? Okay, this is a poor man. What is this? This is a rich man. So now we will read a chapter about how we are, how poor we are. So you will see and look at picture 31 page of your English book. So now we will read SGP 1 of your English book, page number 32. Okay. So once upon a time there was a very rich man. He along with his family lived in a big palatial building on the top of a hill. His house was surrounded by tall boundary walls like the Chinese Great Wall. The walls were his protection from outside attacks. He too had private soldier and a great bulldog to protect him. In moonlit nights, the buildings looked very beautiful. From there, one could see the river, small hills, long stretch of paddy fields, small huts of poor farmers scattered all around, all flooded by the magic of moonlight. During moonless dark nights, the buildings had a special look of its own. The building, the walls all around, and the gardens inside were lit by lamps. From a distance, one could see dazzling stars in the sky, but the small huts were sleeping invisibly at night. The rich man lived there like a king very happily. His happiness got doubled when they saw the poor farmers living in small huts down the hill, toiling hard in their fields. His only sorrow was that his only son did not like all his richness and glamour. Often he found him sitting alone in his garden, looking down the hill at the poor farmers toiling in their fields and the rivers following by. He was found to be very indifferent to all the richness and glamour of his father. So now finished SGP 1. ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଦେଖିବା SGP 1 ରେ ଆମର ଟପିକ କ'ଣ ଅଛି। ଚାଲନ୍ତୁ ଦେଖିନେବା ପିଲେ। Once upon a time, ekada there was a very rich man. ଗୋଟେ ଧନୀ ଲୋକ ଥିଲେ। He along with his family, ସେ ତାଙ୍କ ପରିବାର ସହିତ ବାସ କରୁଥିଲେ। କୋଉଠି? ନା in a big palatial building, ଗୋଟେ ରାଜା କୋଠାର ପ୍ରାସାଦ ଭଳି ଗୋଟେ ବିରାଟ କ'ଣ କୋଠାରେ ରହୁଥିଲେ। ତ କୋଉଠି ରହୁଥିଲେ? on the top of a hill, ପାହାଡ଼ ଉପରେ ରହୁଥିଲେ। ତ his house was, ତାଙ୍କ ଘର surrounded by, ମାନେ ଆଚ୍ଛାଦିତ ଘେରି ଥିଲା କୋଉଠି? by tall boundary walls, ମାନେ ବିରାଟ କ'ଣ ୱାଲ୍, ମାନେ ପାଚେରୀ। ସେ ପାଚେରୀ କୋଉ ଟାଇପର ଥିଲା? like the Chinese Great Wall, ମାନେ ଯିଏକି ବିଶ୍ୱର ଗୋଟେ ବଡ଼ ପାଚେରୀ କୁହାଯାଏ, ସେ ଚାଇନିଜ ଗ୍ରେଟ୍ ୱାଲ୍ ପରି ତାଙ୍କ ପାଚେରୀଟା ଥିଲା। ଦି ୱାଲ୍ସ ୱେର୍ ହିଜ୍ ପ୍ରୋଟେକ୍ସନ୍ ଫ୍ରମ୍ ଆଉଟସାଇଡ୍ ଆଟାକ୍। ତ ତାଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ ୱାଲ୍ସ ବା ପାଚେରୀ କ'ଣ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରୁଥିଲା? ଶତ୍ରୁମାନଙ୍କ ମାନେ ଯଦି ଶତ୍ରୁମାନେ ଆକ୍ରମଣ କରିବେ ତ ତାଙ୍କ ଠାରୁ ରକ୍ଷା ପାଇବା ପାଇଁ ସେ ଲୋକ, ଧନୀ ଲୋକ, ତାଙ୍କେ କ'ଣ ବିରାଟକାୟ ପାଚେରୀ କରିଥିଲେ। He too had private soldier. ଆଉ କ'ଣ ରଖିଥିଲେ? ଠୁ ମାନେ ଆହୁରି ବା ମଧ୍ୟ। ଆଉ ତାଙ୍କେ କ'ଣ ରଖିଥିଲେ? ନା ସେ ସୈନ୍ୟମାନଙ୍କୁ ସେଠି ଜଗେଇଥିଲେ। ପ୍ରାଇଭେଟ ସୋଲଜର, ବ୍ୟକ୍ତିଗତ ସୈନ୍ୟବାହିନୀ ଜଗେଇଥିଲେ ତାଙ୍କ ୱାଲରେ, ସେ ଶତ୍ରୁମାନଙ୍କର କ'ଣ ଆକ୍ରମଣ ରକ୍ଷା ପାଇବା ପାଇଁ। ଏବଂ ଗ୍ରେଟ୍ ବୁଲଡଗ୍ ଟୁ ପ୍ରୋଟେକ୍ଟ, ଆଉ ନିଜସ୍ୱ କୁକୁର ମାନେ ତାଲିମ ପ୍ରାପ୍ତ କୁକୁର ମଧ୍ୟ ରଖିଥିଲେ। ଇନ୍ ମୁନଲିଟ୍ ନାଇଟ୍, ମାନେ ଚନ୍ଦ୍ର କିରଣ ରାତିରେ, ଦି ବିଲ୍ଡିଂସ୍ ଲୁକ୍ ଭେରି ବ୍ୟୁଟିଫୁଲ, ମାନେ ରାତି ସାରା ସବୁଆଡେ ମାନେ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ଘର ଲାଇଟ୍ ବନ୍ଦ ଥିବ, ଆଉ चंद्र आलोक पड़ुव तो बाहर जमी माने बाल लाइट पर देखा तो चंद्र किरण आच्छादित थी रात्रि से रात्रि घर कौन अत्यधिक ब्यूटीफुल माने सुंदर देखा जाउथिला फ्रॉम देयर वन टू सी आ सेठरो गोटे लोक कौन देखि परिबो द रिवर माने नदी देखि परिबो स्मॉल हिल्स छोट छोट पहाड़ देखि परिबो लॉन्ग स्ट्रेच ऑफ पेडी फील्ड्स माने विभिन्न प्रकार सान बड़ मिश्रित रहिथिबा कौन धान खेत मध्य देखि परिबो एंड स्मॉल हॉर्स छोट छोट कुड़िया घर ऑफ पुअर फार्मर्स माने गरीब श्रेणी श्रमिक माने काम करथिबा स्कैटर्ड ऑल अराउंड चारि पार्श्व कौन श्रमिक माने काम करथिबे नदी कौन छोट पहाड़ मध्य देखि पाइबे ऑल फ्लोडेड बाय मैजिक मूनलाइट माने सूर्य सॉरी चंद्र किरण रे समस्त कौन माने झलसुला से घर आ अति सुंदर देखा जाउथो ड्यूरिंग मूनलेस डार्क माने जेतले चंद्र किरण बाजु नथबो कौन राति सारा पूरा कौन अंधार रहिथिबो तो से अंधार राति रे नाइट द बिल्डिंग हैड स्पेशल लुक ऑफ इट्स ओन माने निजर जो घरटा समस्त घर अंधार देखा जाउथले ताको घरटा कौन माने आलोक रे झलसुला कार ऑफ हिज रिच मैन द बिल्डिंग द वॉल्स ऑल अराउंड द गार्डन्स इनसाइड वेयर lit by lamps माने दीप भरी जळुथुला ताको घरटा कार से रिच मैन रो घर फ्रॉम ए डिस्टेंस माने किछि दूर वन कुड सी जणे देखि पारे कोन देखि पारिबो डेजलिंग स्टार इन द स्काई माने आकाश रे कोन झलसुथिबा तारा बट स्मॉल हॉर्स वर स्लीपिंग इनविजिबल एट नाइट माने आकाश रे तारा को झलसुथिबा समय रे जे छोट छोट कुड़िया घर थिला राजा घर पार्श्व से छोट घर गुड़िक अंधार रे परिपूर्ण थिला द रिच मैन लिव्ड देयर से धनी लोक से वास करथुला लाइक ए वेरी हैप्पी माने हैप्पी माने खुशी से धनी लोक कोन माने आराम से खुशी रे रहथुला तार फैमिली से हिज हैप्पीनेस गॉट डबल्ड माने तार हैप्पीनेस मींस खुशी हैप्पीनेस माने खुशी तार खुशी से समय रे द्विगुणित होबार लागला काहे कि ना जे अधिक संपत्ति थिला आ समस्त कोन माने गरीब लोक कृषि माने कष्ट परिश्रम पड़ुथिबा समय रे सी कोन आनंद विलास रे सेही घर रहउथुला तेनु सी अत्यधिक खुशी थिला तो हिज हैप्पीनेस गॉट डबल्ड व्हेन ही सा द पुअर फार्मर्स लिविंग स्मॉल हाउस तार खुशीटा केतेबेले द्विगुणित होला जेतेबेले गरीब लोक मानकू देखिला जे गरीब चाषी माने कोन राति दिन परिश्रम झाଳ परिश्रम पडुछंती एंड हॉर्स डाउन दी टॉयलिंग हार्ड इन देयर फील्ड्स ता खेतर कोन कठिन परिश्रम करुछंती ताकू देखिकी राजा सॉरी से जो रिच मैन भाबिला जे मो अत्यंत खुशी रे अछि बट हिज ओनली सन तार गोटे मात्र पुओ थिला से पुओ जे ओनली सरो तार दुख थिला सरो मींस दुख एस ओ आर आर ओ सरो माने कोन दुख तो तार दुख कोन थिला दैट ओनली सन डिड नॉट लाइक ऑल हिज रिचनेस एंड ग्लैमर जो से जो धनी लोक महा आडंबर रहउथुला एवं तार जो अत्यधिक कोन धनी बोली से भाबुथुला किंतु एथिरे तार पुओ खुशी नथिला ऑफन ही फाउंड हिम सिटिंग अलोन इन हिज गार्डन बेले बेले कोन सी ताकर गार्डन में बसिला समय रे लुकिंग डाउन हिल देखिला पहाड़ तळे जो गरीब लोक माने कोन कठिन परिश्रम करछन बिल रे एंड द रिवर्स फ्लोइंग बाय नदी गुडी को बहुथुला he was found to be very indifferent किंतु ए गुडी को देखिले सी कोन indifferent means उदासीन सी ताको कोन उदासीन होतले टू ऑल द रिचनेस एंड ग्लैमर ऑफ हिज फादर माने ताक बापा जो ए धनी आ जो महा आडंबर विलासपूर्ण जीवन यापन ताको पुओ को कोन उदासीन करैछि એટલે এটা ଆମେ ଚାପ୍ଟରରେ कोन पढिले ना बापांकर जो धन संपत्ति आ महा आडंबर रे ताको पुओ खुशी नथिले ओके तो एबे आमे टिके साइलेंटली रीडिंग करबा एसजीपी को तापरे आमे कंप्रेहेंशन क्वेश्चन रो आंसर जानि नंबर 1 व्हाट इज द पैराग्राफ अबाउट द पैराग्राफ कोन अछि द पैराग्राफ इज अबाउट a rich man and his luxurious life and his son who was indifferent towards his richness and glamour it also tells about the poor people number 2 where did the rich man live से धनी लोक केउन वास करथुला द रिच मैन लिव्ड इन ए बिग पैलेटियल बिल्डिंग नंबर 3 वेयर वाज द बिल्डिंग से बिल्डिंग ता केउन थिला the building was on the top of a hill. Number 4. What was the house surrounded by? The house was surrounded by tall boundary walls. Number 5. What were the boundary walls like? The boundary walls gudiko kipari thila? The boundary walls were like the Chinese plate wall. Number 6. What did he have to protect him? He had a private soldier and a great bulldog to protect him. Number 7. How did the building look in a moonlit night? The buildings looked very beautiful in a moonlit night. Number 8. What could one see from the building? From the building one could see the river, the small hills, long stretched paddy fields, something special of the building. Number 9. What was something special of the building? During moonless dark night, the building had a special look of its own. Number 10. The small huts were sleeping invisibly at night. Why? The small knots of the poor farmers were sleeping invisibly at night due to darkness of the night. Number 11. How did the rich man live there? The rich man lived there happily like a king. Number 12. When did his happiness get doubled? ମାନେ ତାର ସେ ଯୋ ଧନୀ ଲୋକର ଖୁସି କେତେବେଳେ ଦ୍ୱିଗୁଣିତ ହେଲା? His happiness got double when he saw the poor farmers living in a small huts down the hill, toiling hard in the field. Number 13. What were the poor farmers doing down the hill? The poor farmers were toiling hard in their fields down the hill. What was his only sorrow? ମାନେ ତାର କଣ ଦୁଃଖ ଥିଲା? His only sorrow was his only son had no attraction towards his richness and glamour. Number 15. What did the rich man often find him doing? The rich man often found his son sitting alone in the garden and looking at the poor farmers toiling in their fields and the river flowing by. Number 16. Was son happy with all the richness and glamour of his father? No. Number 17. What was the word indifferent mean? Indifferent mean lack of interest. ମାନେ ଆନନ୍ଦର ଅଭାବ ବା ତାଙ୍କ ବାପାଙ୍କର ଯୋ ମାନେ କଣ ଯୋ ଆନନ୍ଦ ବିଳାସରେ ଚଳୁଥିଲେ ବା ସୁଖ ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣରେ ଚଳୁଥିଲେ ସେଥିରେ ତାଙ୍କ ପୁଅ ସନ୍ତୁଷ୍ଟ ନଥିଲେ. So students, we are finishing SCP1 of your English book chapter How We Are. So next session we will read SCP2. Okay, thank you, all the best.